Hey guys, so it is week 170 here on the homestead. 170 weeks ago, I gave up everything, moved to Bulgaria, started my own homestead. So let's see what we've been up to this week. Hey guys, so 170 weeks in, and this week has been another absolute scorcher. We did get a tiny bit of rain towards the end of the week, but it has been so hot the ground has dried out and cracked. We've actually lost some of the fruit trees. I didn't catch it in time, I didn't see them, and they're just brown sticks now. So I've been watering, looking after the chickens, making sure that they've got enough water, doing a little bit of stuff around. So we've got to harvest some carrots. We've got a nice harvest of carrots out of there, and we've also got to work on some of the sunflowers. I'll show you what I mean, and I'll show you what's happened to the sunflowers. But anyway guys, I hope you've had a fantastic week. I will of course talk to you again soon. Have a good one. Hey guys, so as you can see here, this is the perfect example of what's happening to my sunflowers. I don't know if you can tell, but the seeds are actually getting pecked out by the birds. Now we're surrounded by square kilometers of sunflowers, and they don't seem to be touching those ones. And it seems like every single bird in existence has descended on my sunflowers to peck them out, which means I'm going to have to harvest a lot of these a bit early. And hopefully we'll get some decent usable feed out of them. A bit of a shame, but as you can see, this was the biggest one that I had. I was going to save this one and the seed from this one and grow it on next year. We've got a couple of backups, but I'm going to cut these down and get the biggest heads off. I'll leave all of the little heads for the birds. They can pick at those. It does also mean that we're going to get a lot of volunteer sunflowers next year, because as they peck them out, they drop a lot of the seeds straight on the ground. But anyway guys, let's start cutting some of these down and see where we get to. Hey guys, so here's how I trim a sunflower. Take it off quite far down, and what you're looking for is a leaf that faces the same way as the head. Take off most of that leaf and all of the other leaves, so trim those right back. So what you're left with is a naked stalk and one spur. Now this spur here, that's used for hanging the sunflower head to dry. And if you leave the one that's facing the same way as the head, then it will balance perfectly, and that will sit quite happily on a washing line or somewhere away from birds and other pests. And if you hang it up inside, then it'll dry out nicely and you can collect the seeds later on in the year. And hey guys, it's time for this week's What the Hell Is That? Last week my great aunt Julie got the right answer. Now she's not my great aunt, but she's an aunt that's great. So she got the little plant from last week correct. Her comment is below last week's video, so if you want to know what it was, go there and check it out. But this week we have a large deciduous tree, and it produces these sort of helicopter type seeds that you can see dangling from the branches there. They have a single helicopter blade for multiple seeds. So I've been calling it a sycamore. I know it's not a sycamore, but if you know what it is, then drop your answers in the comments below or direct message me on any of my social media, and the first person to get it right will get shout outs in next week's video. So what the hell is this? Well guys, something that's actually done quite well this week, with all of the heat and the dryness, the chilies are doing really well. So these are jalapenos. As you can see, there's a couple there. That's the same on all of the plants. They've all got a couple of chilies, and all of the other types of chilies are now flowering as well. So it looks like we're going to get a half decent crop this year. It's not going to be as prolific as I would like, but next year I plan to be growing around 200 chili plants, and that should just about cover me for a year's worth of chilies. But this year I think I've got about 30 plants going, which should cover me for at least a couple of months. Anyway, chilies, absolutely loving the hot temperatures. Hey guys, so an update on the house swallows. We have We have got babies now. I've seen 2 of them pop their heads up for feeding. This big swallow's just come back to feed them. I don't think I'm going to catch it on video, but they are in there. So we have got little baby swallows living quite happily inside my house.